Have you ever wondered if living alone in your golden years might secretly be one of the best choices you could make? For many seniors, the thought of living alone often stirs up fears of loneliness, silence, or even vulnerability. But what if I told you that solitude in old age isn't a burden? It might actually be a hidden blessing. As we grow older, the world expects us to slow down, depend on others, and fit into someone else's routine. Yet the truth is, living alone can offer surprising gifts that go far beyond just peace and quiet. In this video, we're going to explore 5 hidden benefits of living alone in your later years. These aren't just surface-level perks. They're deep, meaningful shifts that can transform your well-being, strengthen your sense of purpose, and even bring joy back into everyday life. Whether you're already living solo, considering it, or just curious, these insights might open your eyes to a world of possibilities you didn't even know existed. So stay with me until the end. You might realize that living alone isn't just doable. It might actually be one of the most empowering choices you ever make. Let's dive in. Number 1, total control over your daily routine. One of the most underrated but powerful gifts of living alone is having complete freedom over your daily rhythm. When you live alone, every moment belongs to you. You decide when to wake up, when to eat, when to rest, and when to move. There's no need to adjust for anyone else's schedule or preferences. It might sound simple, but for many older adults, this brings a deep, quiet peace. You finally get to listen to your body and move at your own natural pace. If your joints feel stiff in the morning, you can take your time stretching. If you love having breakfast at 10 instead of 7, no one is there to question it. Want to take an afternoon nap or a late-night stroll? You're free to follow your instincts. This kind of autonomy, the ability to truly own your time, can feel grounding and healing. After years or even decades of compromising for family, raising children, caring for loved ones, or adjusting to household dynamics, living alone flips the script. It invites you to reconnect with what feels good to you, not just what works for others. Take Harold, for example. At 74, after a lifetime in a lively, bustling household, he suddenly found himself alone. At first, he feared the silence, but soon he discovered the joy of moving to his own beat. He started reading in the mornings again, walking when he felt like it, and cooking exactly what he craved. No explanations, no compromises. Over time, he felt more centered and more alive than he had in years. Living alone doesn't mean cutting yourself off. You can still visit family, see friends, and engage with your community. But your home becomes your sanctuary, a space shaped entirely by you. That kind of freedom isn't just convenient, it's powerful. It helps you feel more vibrant, more grounded, and more in touch with what truly matters. Number 2, emotional clarity and inner peace. Another quiet but profound gift of living alone is the emotional clarity that comes from true solitude. In a busy home filled with noise, conversation, and constant activity, it can be hard to hear your own thoughts. But when you live alone, the quiet creates a space for your mind to settle. Over time, that stillness helps you understand yourself more deeply, soothe your nervous system, and strengthen your emotional health. For many older adults, especially those who spent years juggling relationships or raising families, this feels like a gentle homecoming. Instead of constantly reacting to others' moods or opinions, you finally have the chance to sit with your own. You learn to notice what you really feel without explaining or justifying it. This kind of self-reflection isn't just therapeutic, it's deeply healing. It gives old wounds space to surface gently, memories a chance to be processed, and future decisions more clarity. Judith, 78, experienced this firsthand. After her husband passed, she dreaded the silence so much that she kept the TV on all day. But slowly, she began turning it off. She found herself savoring her tea while listening to the birds, journaling without interruptions, and reflecting on her day in a way she hadn't in decades. She described it as finally hearing her own voice again. Solitude doesn't have to mean loneliness. It's an intentional quiet that helps you breathe deeper and think more clearly. When you stop navigating someone else's emotional world every day, you finally have time and energy to care for your own. And that quiet, steady self-care is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself in your later years. If this resonates with you so far, comment number 2 below so I know you're still with me. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Your support helps us keep creating content that inspires and empowers. Number 3. A stronger sense of identity and independence. Living alone in your later years can awaken a sense of self that may have been buried under decades of responsibilities. Without constant influence from others, no more adjusting to someone else's expectations or needs, you start to rediscover who you really are. This isn't just about who you were when you were younger or while raising a family. It's about who you are now in this new chapter. Rediscovering your likes, dislikes, passions, and dreams can feel like waking up from a long sleep and realizing you still have so much life left to live. Many seniors find that after fulfilling roles as parents, partners, or employees, they finally have the space to be their true selves. Not a version shaped by others, but a self rooted in experience and wisdom. Take Glenn, a 79-year-old who spent his life running a business and raising 4 kids. After his wife passed, he moved into a small home by himself. At first he felt lost, but gradually he began reconnecting with forgotten parts of himself. He took up painting again, joined an art class, and started cooking meals he loved. Glenn said he finally felt like he was meeting himself all over again. This journey reminds us that aging isn't about fading away. It's about renewal, expression, and strength. Living alone lets you grow into this stage fully and freely, without needing to explain or compromise. And as you become more confident in yourself, others begin to notice that quiet steadiness and joy that radiates from within. Number 4. More meaningful social connections. One of the biggest myths about living alone is that it leads to isolation. But the reality is, living alone often leads to richer, more intentional relationships. When you're not constantly managing someone else's moods or routines, you have more energy to focus on the connections that truly matter. You choose who to spend time with and why, not out of obligation, but out of genuine interest and joy. This is called intentional socializing. Instead of simply filling your calendar, you become more selective. You notice who lifts you up, who truly listens, and who brings out the best in you. You might reconnect with old friends, join a local club, or volunteer in ways that feel meaningful to you. Mary, 81, discovered this when she moved into her own cottage. For years she believed she had to stay busy with family to feel connected. But on her own, she realized she valued deeper, smaller circles of friendship. She started a book club with 4 women from church, and now they share stories, laughter, and tears together. She says those connections feel more alive now than ever. Living alone doesn't mean shutting the world out, it means opening the door to the right people. Your interactions become more authentic and aligned with your true self. And studies show that seniors who feel their relationships are meaningful, not just frequent, experience greater life satisfaction, resilience, and even better health. If this resonates, drop a number 4 in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video that supports and uplifts you. Number 5. A healthier, safer home environment. Finally, one of the most practical but often overlooked benefits of living alone is having full control over your living space. You can set up your home exactly the way you need it to support your health, comfort, and safety. You decide how the furniture is arranged, what goes in your kitchen, how bright the lights are, and even what temperature feels best. When something isn't working, you change it without needing anyone's permission. This freedom is crucial as we age. You can install safety features like grab bars, remove tripping hazards, and choose furniture that supports your body. All of these adjustments help you stay independent longer and reduce the risk of accidents. Robert, 83, downsized to a 1-bedroom apartment after his wife passed. He took the time to design it with soft lighting, soothing colors, and an indoor garden he always dreamed of having. Every morning, He waters his plants and enjoys a peaceful coffee ritual that has become his favorite part of the day. A well-designed home isn't just physically safer, it's emotionally healing. A calm, orderly space reduces stress, improves sleep, and helps you feel secure. Experts say that when older adults feel in control of their environment, they experience less anxiety and more emotional resilience. Living alone also means less clutter and fewer chores. You only clean up after yourself, stock the fridge with food you love, and create a daily flow that feels just right for you. When your home truly supports you, your health, mood, and independence thrive. Final thoughts. As we wrap up, think about these 5 hidden benefits. Freedom in your daily rhythm, emotional clarity, a stronger sense of self, deeper connections, and a healthier home environment. Together, they create a life that feels more true to who you are. Living alone isn't about shutting people out, it's about inviting yourself in. It's about listening to your body, honoring your needs, and designing each day with care and intention. This chapter can be a powerful declaration of self-trust. It's not about isolation, it's about choice, respect, and joy. You might find your health improves, your mind feels clearer, and your relationships become richer. You might notice your confidence blooming, your home becoming a true sanctuary, and your days feeling more meaningful. All of this starts with seeing solitude, not as a loss, but as a gift. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share one thing you learned today and how it might change your life in the comments below. Your words inspire us and help build this community. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need this encouragement. Your support keeps us going and helps us create more content to inform and uplift you. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.